I'm Mariano Sánchez and I'm going to present you my proposal for the PRO-xperiment of the Gaia program. The topic that I've chosen for it is the possibility of the implementation of a delivery drone system in urban areas in a time frame between 3 to 10 years. In order to verify the possibility of the implementation of this system, the current legislation on the matter was first looked for. Taking the Spanish legislation as an example of the one used throughout the European sector, it was discovered that today there is no legislation allowing the use of commercial drones in urban areas. This complicates to a large extent the decision as to what the system should look like, given the absence of regulation. That is why the most interesting proposals were analyzed at this point, taking into account factors such as the originality or the experience in logistics and aeronautics. Thus, we have the following proposals: the German startup Wingcopter with a tilt-rotor drone, the proposal from the logistics company DHL with a mixed proposal with a drone with tilt wing and delivery stations, the proposal from Airbus called Airbus Skyways that includes the most advanced control system of all the ones analyzed here, and the collaboration between Modernet and Mercedes-Benz that combines autonomous drones and autonomous vans for deliveries. After a thorough comparison of this proposal, it was concluded that none of them is a perfect proposal due to factors such as inefficient drones or unreliable systems. That is why a known proposal was designed at this point, the Gaia drone. The Gaia drone includes the strongest points of all of them, including the mix of a delivery drone with delivery stations, but including a more reliable VTOL system called quad plane, and also the possibility of including packages inside it, with capacity for packages up to 5 kilograms and with dimensions up to 30 by 30 by 15 centimeters. One of the weakest points of some proposals were the control system, but as it is impossible for this project to surpass the proposal from Airbus, a giant in the aeronautical sector, for the scope of this project, a proposal made with a Pixhawk flight computer like this one, and also a secondary flight computer made with a Raspberry Pi 3B+, like this one, were made for this project. Here in the next video we can see how the Pixhawk is communicating with a ground control station made with a Windows 10 laptop through the MapLink protocol and using the autopilot interface. We can see how the artificial horizon moves towards the same position as the Pixhawk is aiming once it's calibrated. Now, once the design part is done, it's time to carry on an economical analysis of this proposal. For it, it was taking into account the gradual implementation of the Gaia drones and stations in Madrid over 3 years, taking into account the income and expenses balance. Thus, we have after 3 years, this fictional company it's not only capable of recovering all the investment made on it, but also to recover to make cheaper for a company like Amazon or DHL to make deliveries in these cities, as the cost goes from $6 nowadays to $1.5 each delivery. In this way, it is demonstrated that the implementation of this kind of systems is entirely possible in the short to medium term with the technology available nowadays, and it is not only necessary for the companies themselves, but also for the cities that are using these kind of systems. The large reductions in traffic and emission of pollutant gases will increase the quality of the life of its inhabitants. The technology for this is already developed, and the only current impediment for the implementation of these systems tomorrow are the laws themselves. By the time the relevant regulations are passed, these systems will be flying in our streets, and perhaps Gaia drone will be one of them. Thank you so much for your attention and have a nice day.